Hello there, Taurus. Thanks for joining me in this moment and space of time at this little YouTube channel. I want to wish you all the best in all things: peace, prosperity, joy, bliss, abundance, happiness, as we look at your September 2020 tarot reading for the sign of Taurus, sun, moon, rising. If you're here for a Taurus friend, that's great. Taurus, how's it going? How's it been? Howdy doody, Taurus folks. I'm done shuffling up your cards. I'll just give them a quick cut, and we'll see what's going on for you guys for this month. Feeling kind of energetic and happy is the vibe I get from you. No holds barred, no limits. All right. Bottom of the deck in the overall weather of the situation. You guys have pulled a neat little card here in the King of Cups. All right. There he is, King of Cups. Here to say hello. And for some of you, this is flat out dealing with people in Scorpio, Cancer, or possibly Pisces in regards to relationships and matters of the heart. And that might be centered for you. Taurus, you might be at a point in time where you're looking to kind of break out, start into the dating game again, start into capturing, opportunities for emotions of desire, or just even sharing and benevolence. The King of Cups is a very good card. It's very nice to see that there in your overall energy. Let's see what's up and about. All right, on the split side, you may not be feeling like yourself. I got a feeling of like upward vibes, but we've got a reversal on the King of Pentacles. This is saying for our Taurus friends, make sure you're taking care of your needs. Make sure, you're taking care of health first and foremost. Making sure the body is happy and sustained, and even detoxed or cleansed if it feels like it needs to be. It could be at a time where you guys have like really gone out, you've really shown your desire for life and in treating yourself, and just make sure that there it is, new love. Maybe some of you just been turned upside down by a new partner, a new relationship, or maybe just new things that you were chasing in regards to what you can do to create with your time, the life that you want to live. The Ace of Cups is all about new love coming in, and it's also about the inspiration and the outpouring of emotion. So some of you might have been dealing with events, could even been the birth of a new child by a family member or a close friend, or even yourself. If you're new parents out there, congratulations and listening. That's really good stuff. But it's kind of thrown your world upside down. So make sure you're taking time for you, Taurus, is what these two cards are saying so far. All right, we go a little bit higher. Okay, so some of you guys should be following your gut a little bit more often rather than overthinking or overanalyzing things. Remember, you got to this point through the cosmic flow of things. You made some good decisions along the way. You made some bad decisions along the way. But the sword she holds on to is the thought process, the cerebral process of conditioned reaction, conditioned behavior. Sometimes we get conditioned to a point in a good way. It's positive reinforcement, or sometimes even negative reinforcement. When we look back on a bad decision, sometimes it can be emotional, but the benefit for the mind is that it can remember exactly what happened and remember the subtle things that led the timeline to the point where that decision was made. So not flip-flopping at all whatsoever. And if you are feeling betrayed or any kind of like injustice, if somebody was like quick to judge you, Taurus, or completely like had a huge amount of reactivity, like plutonium 389, there could be some reactive people in your environment or that are close to your heart. Some people that you're dealing with, they might kind of seem very aloof, very flighty, or very overly confrontational or passive aggressive, all of which you may have some confusing feelings and thoughts this month about how you're going to tackle this situation, how you're going to bridge any kind of gaps, or how you might be looking to get through to someone. If you have people out there that are dear to your heart that are suffering right now, and you want to reach out and be able to help them, and even help yourselves to certain degrees, but you're kind of at your wit's end about figuring out like the nuts and bolts of it, the how, the why, right? This is kind of like not seeing things for what they are, but doing it consciously. It's like you would rather accept the fantasy to a degree than accept that thing for exactly what it is and exactly what it does to you in regard to the body. I just think from looking at these cards that you may be dealing with some immature people or other people, earth signs, air signs, that are not like acting like themselves, or not they're not coming through in situations, or maybe even being able to just vibe with you on a consistent level. They may be up and down and all over the board. So, but this Ace of Cups is incredible here. This means that love is where you are. Love is where you're choosing to spend it. Love is where you're choosing to engage with it. No more, no less, right? It's not further away from you, and it's not it's a perpetual dance, where if your attention and intention is on it, well, why don't you just layer up the cake and put your love energy on top of it too? If you're doing it from a point of imagination for attraction, that works wonders. And as well, if you're doing it out in your 3D life, that works wonders as well. The genuine look on someone's face when they're expressing to you that they are hearing you, that they are empathetically receiving you, that should be aware to our awakened Taurus friends on the daily, very much so. But it's hard because everybody's going through this process of learning to maintain, not only achieve their high vibrations, but to get there and to stay there. And that can be very difficult, and there could be some large swings, because especially in situations where egos must come into play, right? So that's you're absolutely making sure that you have a seat at the table, you have a card in the game, so to speak. But this is good. It sounds like a lot of opinions and solutions, and even reconciliations could be voiced out this month. The Eight of Wands is about news coming in. It's about being able to take a step back and listen to all the signals of information, conversation, context, and even synchronicities. All of these wonderful vibrations that you're set to receive in the forms of communication will be there for you this month. It's about tuning into the right frequency. It's about answering the calls that you deem important, or that you deem viable for future opportunity, or to even deepen the conversation. For some of you, in your love energies with your partnerships and your partners, you may just need to express through emotion that a deeper level of communication is required, like heart-to-heart speak, like we touched on a little bit earlier. We're not taking any lip service this month, I guess is what the cards are saying here for us, Taurus. You need to know that someone is able to walk the walk, or believes it, or at least able to vibrate on a level when you choose and you share and you want to become this deep into the dream, into the love, into the success of your reality. And the people that are there that want to stand there, be a part of it, share theirs with you, and yours with them. Those are the people where, if they're not always engaging on that same vibration, those bridges, those lines of communication should remain open at those deeper levels, so that it doesn't become a question. Yeah, and flat up, look, we got a whole family of air signs here. Mommy, daddy, and daughter. We've got, could be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, all up on the board, all up in that heart and that area of design and desire. But if we're looking at these as qualities of yourself, Taurus, you may just find yourself very analytically wanting to do what's best in kind of the nature and the sound decision making for everybody that's involved, or perhaps everybody that you're responsible for. You're doing so in a way that is very careful. You're not leaving anything left out to chance, I feel, this month either. Okay, with this, there's a lot going on. All right. And then just to finish this off, we've got another court card here. Amazing. So many people you're dealing with. It's going to be busy for trading this kind of stuff. Some of you could be actively trading. You may find that you have something of value. There's something else that you want. Interestingly enough, this card is funny when it appears reverse, because it's like you might find yourself wanting to let go of something in your environment, but you're actually receiving equal energetic cosmic law trade for it, whether that's cash value or whether that's just something that you've always wanted. Somebody's willing to trade that with you. For some of you, maybe it's just trading the enjoyment that you used to get from doing this, from the peace of mind and knowing that you'll have a couple extra hours to free up, or to just relax, to meditate, whatever it is. Maybe it's something that you're just doing in your schedule on its own. Okay. So further to that point, we'll come on up the steps here. We've got a reversal on a Ace of Pentacles and Knight of Wands straight up, right? So this is like the old ring toss at the carnival. It's like some games that you get involved in, you know that it's like there's a very low chance. But giving yourself the permission to dream and to believe that one day it could be true. And it takes like I said, that card in the game, that seat at the table to be able to do that. So if it's something that seems like a far off dream and you're wondering, even if as is this something that is actually going to work into my lifetime, you may be streamlining or choosing some things above others as the definite goals that are wish pursuing. It might be that time where it's like you might have had 15, 20 great ideas of what you wanted to do with your time and with your life and how you earn money and how you share your love energy. And you may be picking and choosing and being like, well, I have time for these ones. And although these other ones were important to me at some point in time, it became a point where it was too much. In order to move forward, in order to know what I would be able to accomplish in the future, there are certain ideas that were left from the past that, it's time to slowly start putting those things behind you with the Nine of Wands saying there. It's like eyes on the prize. When you're doing the ring toss, if you're out at the county fair, if they ever let us have county fairs and carnivals again, when you play the ring toss, don't look at the bottle. Don't look at the tops of the bottles or the tops of the sticks. Keep your eye on the teddy bear or on the thing that is on the wall when you throw the ring. And that's kind of, as well, it comes back down to advice for the working world, in that while you're doing the job, don't get too involved with the nuts and bolts of it. Okay, look at the end goal, look at the result, and then the 8 hours, the 10 hours that you have to spend engaged, getting the elbow grease in, getting the grind done. Larger and larger portions of your cerebral, in a full King of Wands style, will be able to put, to a degree, your mind outside of any negative feelings that are attached with, the nature of your work. Where the mind is at when it's working. Can it be both super focused, but in a way that benevolent and good vibration is able to flow for you guys, so that you're not feeling stressed out or any kind of anxiety in the workplace? Because that's huge. I just feel like there's so much good things going on here for you, Taurus, and you are feeling yourself, but you may be taking things to the nth degree. You may be like pulling out, so far where it's like you tend to frustrate yourself a little bit. And I don't mean to pick on you. That's just me being straight up with you guys. As always, I hope you have a beautiful Virgo season, Taurus. Keep in there, keep fighting the good fight, and look at this. Have mastery over those fringe thought patterns. And once you declare your independence of your happiness, love is wherever you go, those things will really start to clear up for you in the very near future. All right, infinite love and blessings, Taurus. We'll see you all again real soon.